Hey, hey. Sorry, I was chewing on a piece of beef jerky. What's up, Margaret? Hey, Sly Angel. Hey, Squirrel. Hey, what's down, Cindy? Tammy. Masonic, Southern Gal. Sorry I'm so late tonight, guys. I've been working on the web and working. And I wasn't even going to go live tonight, but I keep getting emails and text messages about all the festivities today. And it just made me realize that I guess I need to go live and address some of them. Hey, Coffee. Hey, Perpetua. Hey, Muscles. Hey, Amanda. And yeah. But I also realized that you guys want an update. And I forgot to tell you. Did you hear about the crazy ass explosion? No, I did not. What happened? Hey, Rock Jim. What happened? Was it Dolly? Let's see. Was it meth? Large house explosion in Bluemont. Let's see. Breaking news, breaking news. Holy shit. Someone just sent me a video. I don't know who it is. Is that you, Whistledown? Yes. Damn. You sent that on Facebook. All right, hold on. Was it meth? Yeah, there were festivities today. 4 of them, I heard, to be exact. All right. I'm going to make sure I'm not showing any identifying information.
Get the fuck out of here.
Damn, what happened? No, guy's paranoid. Apparently, cops were serving a search warrant. No shit. He's shooting flare guns. The cops came with a warrant and his house blew up. That's total meth. Total meth. Yeah, there's no other reason, unless he had a body in there. But it had to be meth. I mean, why'd they have a warrant to begin with? You know what I mean? They had a warrant for a reason. Thinks his neighbor's a spy. That's crazy. No, I didn't know. I haven't even watched the news all day. That's crazy. Dang. He's Asian, been paranoid for years. Is he a drug dealer? Oh, here it is again. Yeah, same one. So here's like a better view what the house looks like. There's a better view of what the house looks like. It was a meth? Was anyone inside? Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, but the cops were there for a reason. So what was the reason the cops were there in the first place? If the cops were doing a warrant, they had a warrant for a reason. So what was the reason the cops had a warrant? That is scary. I don't think a flare gun would do that on its own unless it hit something. All right, he was some smart tech security guy, and he's been paranoid and stalking his neighbors and taking pictures of them and posting them on Twitter. Taking pictures of his neighbors? That's what I said, Nicole. Everyone's saying no. Well, it was explosive, so if I was a firefighter, I bet they had to hold back. Oh, cops were there earlier in the day. We shooting a flare gun out his window. Oh, I gotcha. Dude, that's insane. Nicole, I said the same thing. It was probably a lab, but no. That's crazy. What I've seen, the house that blew up had a swing set. The neighbors had 2 children. He claimed they were spying on him. Curious to know which house blew up, or his neighbors. Ooh, that's an interesting point. Can you see what I actually watch on YouTube? Now you guys can see what I actually watch. When everyone thinks I watch all these drama streams. No, I'm watching horror shit on YouTube. Accusing them that they're spies and saying the US but if it's a duplex, the other parties could have been home, right? I mean, he blew up everything. Thank God it didn't go further and like blow up the house next to them. You know what I mean? Because that would have been even worse. Another said he was in the shower at the time. It took my entire house and I didn't know what it was at first. I ran outside and saw the entire house was leveled. I agree. Oh, they were evacuated? Good. Damn, that's crazy. All right, well, keep me updated. There's not really much here other than Twitter post. So someone in Westover said they didn't hear the boom, but but the house shook. Just heard a massive explosion, shook our balcony. Well, look how far this guy is, too. Hold on. Look how far he is. And he said his house shook. That's pretty far. He's looking to take out this house. Wow. But was the guy in the house or the guy was outside the house? I mean, if he wasn't in the house, then he's not gonna fake his own aliving. If he is in the house, he's guaranteed he's dead. Oh, so they haven't found him yet? I'm getting to that, Smitten. Believed to be, yeah, they haven't found the body or the guy. I think he would have been blown to pieces. I thought he was shooting the flare gun into the house, like from outside, but nah, he would have been blown to pieces. Just think of like 9/11. You get an explosion like that, you're gonna be blown to pieces. Well, that's sad. For some reason, I thought the guy was like standing outside and doing it. I don't know why. But that dog, you hear that dog at the beginning? I was like, "Oh, please tell me dog wasn't inside." Officers are okay. That sounded like it was an explosion from the inside out. So yeah, the guy was probably blown to smithereens. Hang on, I just want to get my coat. I'm like freezing. My sweatshirt. I'm cold. Right, Wednesday? It's cold. Ah. It's not even that cold. It's 37 degrees. So I guess that's kind of cold. They were in a standoff for 3 hours. Oh, no shit. Oh, yes. Thanks, Smitten Kitten. I'm really not though. Oh, why is this wet? Yes. Can a mod post the Amazon link, please? I think my sweatshirt got wet. How'd it get wet, Winston? It was on the counter. All right, new sweatshirt. If you don't turn on the heat, I know, but it's been hot during the day. It was like 60 degrees today. Uh, Southern Gal, it is also on my community page. But can one of my mods post the Amazon link if you have it? All right. Heat is on 64 now. My house isn't even at 64. Thanks, Adrian. All right. So let me tell you guys what happened today. So I filled out all the forms and it was so easy. It was like, no, 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 no. So I get there and I'm sitting there and sitting there and sitting there. And by this time, there's already like 2 lives that have gone on about me. I'm like, damn, I'm relevant. 2 people running their mouth. One of them TT, I understand why she did, but at least she's new. She's someone new to come after me. But one thing she needs to understand, I say what I mean and I mean what I say. I told her yesterday, I'm not doing a back and forth, and I'm staying with it. I'm not doing a back and forth. So she could talk about me every day. I'm not doing a back and forth. I don't do that. I say what I got to say and I move on. But and then my normal stalker as usual. So I go to the place. She does my blood pressure. My blood pressure is 116 over 69. I was like, "Damn, it's low." She's like, "No, that's actually really good." I'm like, "Well, every other cancer place I go to, it's always high." She's like, "No, it's good." I said, "Well, that's awesome." So then she tells me they have to do blood work because last time they took the wrong blood work and then need to do an EKG. I said, "Why?" She said, "Well, we have to make sure that your heart's ready for surgery." So I said, "Well, what if it's not?" She's like, "Well, if it's not, then, you have to go see a cardiologist." I'm like, "Well, what if a cardiologist says I'm gonna have a heart attack?" And I was just kind of messing with her. And she said, I don't know." I said, "Are they gonna keep the cancer in me forever?" She said, "No." She goes, "They'll eventually get it out." We just started laughing and talking. So she does the EKG. She's like, "Perfect." And I said, "That was fast." And then she did the blood work, and I have like the worst veins to take out of it. And she got it so quickly. So I was like, "So I'm good to go?" She said, "You're good to go." But while I was there, we were talking about one of the nurses there was perfectly fine. She's 34 years old, has young children, and not only was she diagnosed with some rare brain cancer, but she was told she has 5 to 18 months to live. Can you imagine? Not like you need, I mean, she's staying on chemo, but like not like eh, um you have 5 years or 10 years. Max time the doctor said is 18 months. I was like, "Wow." I was like, "I honestly could not even comprehend that, and that's gotta be the worst feeling in the world." She's like, "It is." And she's still working, periodically, but can you imagine 5 just being told, "Yes, you have this rare form of brain cancer, don't know where you got it from. We'll try to give you chemo, but the max you're gonna live is a year and a half." Wow, and the nurse said she has young kids too. Isn't that sad? And I was like, "Ah, thank God that's not me, you know?" Oh, it did happen to your aunt? I just couldn't even imagine hearing that, like, I really couldn't. I could not even imagine, like, comprehending, "You have a year and a half." And she said she's in good spirits and she's doing the best she can, and I was like, "Shit, I'd be hitting my bucket list, telling everyone I wanna go overseas, I wanna go to Paris, like, just you got a bucket list." I just I couldn't even imagine, like, I couldn't even comprehend it. So and they don't know who, what, when, where, why, or how. It was just one of those fluke things, like, it just is. And she said she's a really, really nice nurse too. I meant to tell Patreons earlier and I forgot because they got wrapped up in the drama. So, but yeah, so I'm perfect. I'm ready for surgery on the 12th. And you know what I did do though? I forgot you have to drink this, not drink, you have to put this weird stuff all over you after you put on soap or something. And I said to her, yeah, like you have to wash your body, but you got to keep it on for like 10 minutes from your neck to your toes. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why don't you just take a cloth and rub it on you and just stand there? Like, I don't get it. Wouldn't that be easier? You have to do it the night before and then in the morning. I don't understand why they got to put it on my toes, but if you're only taking out of my boob, why do you have to do my toes or my legs? And then she said you have to we put stuff over your eyes, so you got to take your contacts out. I was like, okay. But genius me fucking forgot it. Totally forgot it at the place. They never even called me to tell me, like, come pick it up. So I was gonna go back today, and then I was like, fuck it. I'll just go back tomorrow. I'm not going back today. But you guys know what it is? I just thought it was stupid. Yeah, but she's like, you have to shower with it. I'm like, well, why don't I just put it on with a cloth and then shower? Like if I'm standing in a shower, it's gonna rub off. She's like, just make sure you use soap ahead of time. I'm like, okay. So, but then I forgot. I really don't even know how I forgot it. So I'm just gonna go back tomorrow morning. I just didn't want to deal with the traffic. You have to take bleach baths? Ooh. Oh, it is good for you? Prevents infection? I'm trying to think, like, I don't know if I ever had besides C-sections, I'm trying to think if I ever had surgery, and I don't think I did. Like, I've had stitches, I've had that, but I'm trying to think when the last time I was under anesthesia. I don't remember. I mean, I know I've been under anesthesia, I just don't remember when. Because I don't remember ever having to do that before. But what happens, like, when you, like, Phoenix has been under anesthesia a whole bunch of times. He didn't put himself under, like, he didn't have to do that because it was, like, an emergency. So, it was a kinda like, don't use a phone on a plane because it intercepts, which we know that's bullshit. Couple bleach to one actually, I once took a bleach bath. It's evidence-based, less germs going into the ER, the lower the chance of infection. Aight. Well, I gotta go back tomorrow. Prep is yeah, they said I gotta do it the night before and then the morning of. And make sure I take a shower, don't use deodorant under that arm, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So that's on the 12th. And, then that's it, I'm done. No, I wish. I know it doesn't afford the time, but I'm saying, like, how important is it? I mean, I don't care doing it, I've never had instructions like that. So I was like, "Alright, whatever." So that's that, but other than that, I'm perfect. My heart is perfect, my, blood pressure was perfect. So I told my mom who's on a cruise, I guess I'm just perfect all around. Oh, it's like an iodine, right? Yeah, she said no, she didn't say 2 times each time. She said, "Make sure you do it the night before and make sure you do it the morning of." So I was like, "Okay." And that's it. Said it should take about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'll be, like, done in 2 hours. And the only reason it takes that long is because they gotta wait for me to wake up. But Stan, that's why your son didn't need it. Your surgery was planned. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His wasn't planned. But out of all the kids, he's the only one that ever went under anesthesia. I will, Katie. I promise. Of course. Because what happens? Yeah, I got a comfy outfit. Because what happens if I died on the table? I want to make sure I'm clean. Clean, shaved. You never know. Oh yeah, I thought you meant twice, like each time. Good strong heart. No sugar problems make for easier recovery. Hell yeah. But yeah, I bought a Barbie sweatsuit when we were in Florida. I think I'm gonna wear that. No, I'm just saying. Oh, and you know what else they have? You know what they gave me? She's like, asked me if I have a living will. I said, well, not yet. She's like, oh, well, here, we have one if you'd like one. It's already notarized. Really? She's like, yeah, we take it. Okay, I'll fill it out. No problem. Hey, Crystal, I thought that was funny though. I was like, how you gonna notarize a living will that without my signature? So, but I'm gonna fill it out anyway. I mean, I want to have one on record anyway. Because my kids, 2 out of 3 of my kids want to resuscitate me, and I'm like, hell no. I do not want to be resuscitated. So don't resuscitate me. Sage is like, but mom, and Phoenix is like, you hear her wishes. Do not resuscitate. I said, no, I don't. I was like, if I'm incapacitated, I don't want to be a fucking vegetable. Nope, nope, nope. So, okay. So moving on. I heard that somebody, oh, it's not a zip up, it's a pullover. Should I wear a zip up? I heard that Crazy Rose, hey Gary, that Crazy Rose was wishing everyone cancer on everyone. So my thought was, well, I already got it. So there you go. You don't have to worry about it. But I don't know why. I don't know what happened or what started it. I heard it was on Bombshells Live. But this morning, I heard that some crazy people want to lie about me as usual and run their mouth. I did not watch it. I heard it was absolutely insane. And it was lie after lie after lie after lie. But I would expect not. Yeah, Team Rose. Also, Amazon has zip up after surgery bra. Oh, do they? I know. I still have to get 2 more stockings. But all I'm going to say to this person, I don't know why you continually lie, but that's on you. I don't fight with crazy. I don't plan on fighting with crazy. Anyone with a brain knows the truth. And that's all I'm going to say about it. I heard some crazy ass lies that just were not true. And it is what it is. But if this person thinks that I'm giving it any attention, what you just heard me say is the most attention I'm giving it. Because one thing you can't do is fight lies. And that all I got to say is prove it. That's it. But it's just not worth it. Like, and I'll be honest with you guys, back in the day, we got paid to fight. Like for real. I would get paid, here's $100, go after Ninny. Here's, $100. Here's $50. And people would pay to see fights. Well, all those people like myself have grown up. Nobody's paying for fights anymore. At least my crew is not paying to see me fight with anybody. So why bother? Exactly. The Bash for Cash crew off the chain. But that's what I'm saying. That's not my crowd. We've all grown up. So it's just not worth it to me. It's not like nobody's paying me to go after someone. Nobody's paying me to do these things. Well, you know what? Honestly, I'm over it. So if that's what they need to do, like I'll speak my truth and I'll speak the truth without a doubt. Pay for conflict, it is. It absolutely is. Right, Southern gal? I outgrew that too. Don't want it anymore. Most of my crowd did. There's newbies that don't mind it, but my crowd is over that. Like we've grown up, we've passed it. But again, I'll call shit out if I'm involved in it. I'll call certain things out just because it's my morals or values, or I can see the truth. But the whole bash for cash thing and the whole, oh, let's go after this one, let's go after that one, or this one's saying this one, I'm over that. Like I'm just, I guess I've matured. But I see like certain people just cannot shut the fuck up about me. And hey, if they're still making money on me, more power to you. It just shows how relevant I am. But if, you know, if you think I'm so horrible, if you think, oh my God, Denise, the lies that I was told today are fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Almost as funny as the Oscar winning last night, which I called out too. Um, but the amount that these people talk about me is beyond ridiculous. And I've come to the conclusion they're my biggest fans. Like Wispy over there, she's like my biggest fan. Every single day. She's like a mini without the entertainment. But they're the one I know. Did you hear Nicolina tonight? Oh, Nicolina was on point. She was seriously on point at certain times. I was like, "Woohoo, bravo." Did you guys hear it? I don't know how many people heard it. I know Amber heard it. But she called out Valoma, uh she called out Valoma, she called out Queen Bee, and she was intense. There's no explanation for the continuous squabbling because people go back and forth, Gary. That's why. And some people, like myself, would always defend themselves. You get to a point in life, you're just tired of defending yourself, and you get the attitude that I have for the most part. I mean, I'm not perfect, but for the most part, my attitude is you want to believe I'm this, then believe it. I don't care. I'm not going to keep defending myself or my stance on something to please the masses. Those that know me know the truth. Those, subs that have been with me for a long time know the truth. To new subs, if you don't want to believe me, I don't know, but there's nothing I can do to change your mind. If you believe me, great. Stick around. And that's my attitude. It's my attitude. It's been like that for a while. And I mean it wholeheartedly. Now you want a Happy Meal? Ugh, Happy Meals are gross. I don't do McDonald's. I don't really do fast food. Fast food is bad. I agree with that. I hope that you can. I'm trying, Gary. I am trying. I haven't spoke to her today. Last time I spoke to her was Saturday night, I think. Friday night or Saturday night when Voices gave her lying spiel. And that's another thing. Like I did laugh at some of TT's this morning. I heard literally like 5 minutes of it, and I heard her scream. And if you better not talk about me and blah blah blah. And I was like, oh my God, I can't with this bitch. And I just turned it off. But what she was saying is that, "I don't care if you go low, I can go lower." She just kinda missed the point. She missed the point that I'm not fighting with her or anybody for that matter. If you like me, great. If you don't, you don't. You think I'm a racist? Great. Then think I'm a racist. I don't care. Some person's opinion on the internet, and this is what I've been saying for a long time, but people don't seem to get it. What someone's opinion of me on the internet, who I'm never going to meet, who doesn't like me in the first place and is never going to like me, what their opinion is of me, I could give 2 fucks less. If you have an issue with me and there's nothing like I did to you, uh, my violin broke a long time ago. If you don't like everything I say and do, then don't watch me. But if you have to go live Monday to Friday, picking apart every aspect of my life, and then your little minion does it late at night, I'm not the problem. You are. And that's what they can't seem to grasp. I have done and not done, but I have said enough fucked up things in my life that these people don't need to lie about me, but yet they do anyway. These people, and there's only a small group, think that they're so relevant and so important that they're so righteous and so much better. Guys, wake up, because the reality is you are extremely insecure and you feel beneath me. That's why you always try to put me down to make yourself feel better. This is normal, insecure behavior. This is what happens when someone feels inferior to someone else. I don't know why they don't get this. I have said this 1,000 times over, and I'll say it again. Putting someone else down doesn't make you higher. It actually puts you lower. Psychology 101. Lying about someone else doesn't make you look better. More importantly, lying about yourself, I don't know who you're trying to convince, but pill addiction is a real thing. And instead of worrying about what I say, what I do, anything, you might want to take a look inside yourself. Just saying. And that comment wasn't a TT. I don't know if she's on drugs or drinking. I have no idea. I never watched her long enough to even know. Amen, Southern gal. Seriously though, it's not even just smaller creators. Even one, well, I guess they are all smaller if you want to look at it that way. But I don't know what makes them think that lying about me or picking apart my every move makes them look good. I will never ever understand that. Back home in Illinois, we know FAFO. Asthma. Oh, that's right, Crystal. I forgot. I forgot. Is it cold there, Crystal? It's cold there, right? Yeah, don't drink and stream. You're right. Totally forgot about that. See, that's why I told you to remind me. It's got to be cold in Illinois because it's fucking cold here. But I don't know. I bet TT couldn't say festivities. She's not the only one. It is very cold in Illinois this time of year. It was nice today though. They don't want you raising arm if they're cutting armpit. I think they are. No, you're behind, but I think they are cutting armpit, Katie. I love St. Louis. I'm not gonna lie, I really do. It's 37 here. I used to take the kids to the Arch. Saw the movie at the Arch and everything. Um, but yeah, so I don't know why people in their 40s, I understand a little different in your 30s, but by the time you're in your late 40s, even 40, married, children, by the time you are 40 and you've been doing this for 5 years, you might want to ask yourself, do I really want to go after this person? What joy am I getting out of picking this person apart every day? Do I get satisfaction out of it? Is it making me a better person? Is it making me wanna love my kid more? No, not at all. It's making you bitter. And I'm just giving you friendly advice there, MM. Constructive criticism, as so call it. But ask yourself, is talking about Laura Monday to Friday beneficial to me? Maybe it's getting you views, maybe it's making you money, but I don't know. I don't watch you. I couldn't even tell you if you're making money. But if you're making this much money talking about me, that's pretty sad. Exactly, Gary. I was getting to that. And if that's the only way you can make money is coming after me every day that your husband's not around, you might want to seek medical help for depression because I know firsthand obsessing over someone is not only depressing, it's exhausting. But the one thing that it doesn't do, it does not take away all the things that you're trying to ignore about yourself. It doesn't stop that. It doesn't it, putting all your focus on me every day of every minute of every day that your husband's not around, that's kind of sad. And everyone knows without me, you got no content. You'll throw in, oh, I'm going to do this. And then it'll go right back to Laura. I think she has a secret crush on me too, honestly. But now you got a desperate one over there who thinks, "Oh, let me jump on this hate train. Let me do this." This idiot even's like, "I don't believe Laura has cancer." Are you fucking stupid? Like, seriously, are you fucking stupid? Keep idolizing your buddy over there. See how far it gets you. Because believe me, I'm not that exciting. There's a whole fucking world of YouTube out there, Wispy, more than me and Betty. I promise you. But she's just the thing with her, she's so boring to listen to. Like I don't even know what she says because I can't listen to it. I'm like, dude, you need a personality. You want to make it on YouTube? Get a personality. Everyone else I can think of that talks about people at least has a personality. She doesn't even have a fucking personality. She's like, wah, um, 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 oh my God. I can't. I can't with her. But I see the titles every day. TTS 2000. Oh, I heard that. She's like, nobody likes you. Okay. Nobody likes me, TT. Okay. I'll take that. I'll own that. I'm just adding to the things that you feel guilty about in your subconscious. Exactly, Gary. Who would ever say they have cancer? According to Wispy, hey, Michael. If I do know Laura, I would never. Thank you, Ash. And that brings me to my other thing. I don't need to lie to anybody. I feel like, honestly, I am one of the only people in this entire community that actually got a real diagnosis and has not used it for money, has not used it for fame, has not used it for sympathy. Quite the opposite. I did make an Amazon wish list. Do you know that is my very first Amazon wish list in 5 years? 5 years of being on YouTube. That is my first Amazon wish list. And I did that because people were up my ass. And I was like, you know what? I do have radiation coming, and I don't know if I need chemo. So let's kind of jump ahead. You know what I mean? Let's kind of, all right. I do want certain things. I want to I need certain things, and that's it. So I'm doing one. You know what? I earned it. I haven't never done one. I Sage said she added some stuff on mine. I said just add it to the list because that one's already blocked off. I got to call them to double check, but it still should be. I mean, it hasn't changed from last year. So I did do one for Christmas. I did not put a muzzle on. Damn. Forgot about that. I wouldn't have shown you support if I didn't think it was sound. Thank you, Zoots. But seriously, speaking of merch, it's on the new website. I have all the stuff to make it. I just haven't like done it for the masses yet, but I'm ready to make merch. I just haven't done it yet. Yeah, the link is the same for all. When you don't have a personality, when you don't have content, the only thing you can do is drama. Amen to that. That's very true. Yeah, the link is the same for all. Sage said she added like 3 items on it. I think she wrote for Sage though. I think. Hey Scooby, you are an open book. You not only don't lie, you even tell embarrassing things that you don't have to share. That's true too. Because there's no reason to lie. That's what I just don't understand. It's like people want people to lie. I've heard so much fake bullshit, but yet I'm the bad one. I'm the worst person around here. I am literally the only fucking person who was truly diagnosed with cancer and has not asked my community for a fucking dime for it. To me, that's character. I'm just saying, because I haven't seen anybody else in this community do that. I know that, Ash. But yet I'm the worst person in the world. I'm this, I'm that. Sit the fuck down. That's what I say. And oh, it was Zoots. It was so yummy. So yummy. And I know I could have. I could have fucking babied it and gave an Oscar winning performance. I'm so scared and I'm broke and okay. But where is that going to get me? I'm not going to lie to people because that shit'll bite you in the ass. You know, again, could all this change once I get to know if I need chemo? Yeah, now we're talking a whole nother ball game of radiation, and but I'm not there yet, so I don't know. But like I said on my community post, and I know a lot of people don't understand this, so that's why I wrote it all out. It's probably why my blood pressure was so low, but I'm going to explain it too. And anyone in here, I know a lot of people in here have had breast cancer, will understand what I'm saying. But of course, I got the idiots on that post like, well, tell my sister that she died, Bob. Shut the fuck up. So, okay. There are kind of like a lock. There are 1,000 different combinations of cancer that one can get, like 1,000. You can, I mean, like it really, to me, it really is like a lock, you know, it's so many different combinations. But there's certain things that hold true. One of them is, well, it used to be just positive, positive, negative. Now, as my doctor said, you know, hers too has come so far. And it's changed dramatically over the last couple of years that even triple positive doesn't necessarily need chemo. You know, you got to look at factors of everything else. So here you have, I'm going to use two scenarios. Triple, I'm sorry, positive, 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 and positive, positive, negative. If all things are equal, meaning no genetics are involved, no uh no genetics are involved. There were a couple things, now I forgot. But certain things are true no matter what. That's being fed by positive. Positive means positive by estrogen and progesterone, and that's what it means. Uh and that's how they treat it. It's being fed by your estrogen. It could be a little, it could be a lot. Thank you, Denise. You have ANCA scores, and ANCA score is determined if you have cancer. I mean, if you're going to get chemo or not. But if your doctor tells you whether you're triple positive, and I'm not saying triple negative because that's a different story, but if you're triple positive or positive, positive, negative, what happens is you get a lump. If your doctor says you get a lumpectomy, it also used to be where a lumpectomy and double mastectomy, a lot of people got a double mastectomy because your odds were much greater. Well, that's changed. That's not even true anymore. Now a lumpectomy and a mastectomy have the same return rate because they're realizing that's not what's causing it. So if, it's not just having boobs, I guess, but the percentage is like now 16 to 19 or something. It's not a big difference. Well, that's why I'm kind of trying to explain it, Marianne. It's not a big difference. So if the doctor tells you you can get away with doing a lumpectomy, then most surgeons and oncologists will tell you to do it, assuming you don't have all these other issues. All, genetic testing and this test and that test and all the tests you do. I won't know till after the lumpectomy. Like radiation is a given. I have to have radiation. That's 21 straight days. But chemo, I won't know until 3 days after. 3 days after my lumpectomy. Then I'll know if I need chemo. They won't know before that. So as I've spoke to my doctor and explained, my doctor explained everything to me in detail. A lumpectomy, when you have my type of tumor, any stage 1 isolated tumor that is encased or, if they can do a lumpectomy basically, means that it's a tumor. It's a small tumor that they can get out by I think it's laparoscopic surgery, and they take it out and then you're done. That's what a lot of people have. Like 75% of people have that. So they take out the lumpectomy and they take out the tumor, and then they give you radiation or chemo or both. The reason they do that is preventative measures. That is because they do radiation to kill if there's any excess little cells running around. They want to kill it instantly. That's what they do with the radiation. They do chemo to kill anything internally to make sure it doesn't come back, or that the odds are less that it's going to come back. You're not going to get sick. You're not going to have violent headaches or anything else from the cancer at stage 1. That's why most people don't even know they have it, because you don't have any effects from it. And this isn't just me. This is anybody. You don't, and on not saying that you can't get tired or something like that, depending on your prognosis or your combination of stuff. But for the most part, when you can do a lumpectomy, you're not going to get sick. It's very simple. Depending on your pain threshold, a lumpectomy could put you out for a week or two. depending on if it was painful or not. If you're to have a very high pain tolerance, you'll probably be back at work the next day, and you're not gonna have any residual effects. Then you're gonna have, uh, radiation, and you're gonna have I had a mammogram and then, a biopsy and all that. But then you're gonna go to radiation, chemo, that could make you sick, absolutely. I'm not gonna deny that. I've heard horror stories. And then you gotta like, for me personally and anyone that's, uh, positive for progesterone and estrogen, have to take this chemo pill for, like, 5 years. I heard that's a nightmare too. So that's a whole nother set of you might lose your hair, you can get sick. That I have to do as well. And I didn't know you could lose your hair. That's what Katie told me. So Katie K, I'm very upset. I've been thinking about that all day, by the way. And so that you have to do to cut off your estrogen. All of that means you're not in a hospital dying of being sick. You're not going to, oh, don't even start me, Southern gal. You're not going to be all achy and that's not what this does. And that's why it was so disheartening to see what I saw last night, because I knew it had nothing to do with cancer, and it was just vile to me. It is such an insult to people that like Jonice, for example, that really can't stop the cancer, and they don't have the luxury of getting it actually removed with a lumpectomy. They have to live with the cancer. They have, they do chemo and radiation to try to uh, make the tumor smaller, but they don't have a tumor that can be removed. That's the difference that I'm not sure came through in my community post or not. There's absolutely lots of people that live with cancer that unfortunately have to live with the tumor. They are the ones that you see that are so sick in the hospital. They are the ones that you see that, they're tired all the time and they're constantly going for chemo, and they have to go for chemo every couple of weeks and they end up in the hospital. That's who that happens to. So when I was watching this and I see all of this, oh my God, fight the fight. This had nothing to do with it. And it was just, not only did I have secondhand embarrassment for her, but it really pissed me off. And it pissed me off because here I have a friend, Jonice, who can't, who can only fight so much, but she fights the fight all the time, and she legit gets sick and goes in the hospital and, will be in the hospital for a few weeks and radiation on top of uh chemo, and then radiation on top of chemo, and then chemo and chemo and chemo for years already, for years. And, she has a cancer that cannot be removed, and now it metastasized. And I think it's been metastasized, but it's just slowly taking over her body. And there are people with women with breast cancer that go through that have metastasized breast cancer for whatever reason. It could be they waited too long, or it could just be the body, like just like someone randomly gets brain cancer, or, incurable cancers. So when I see this fake bullshit, if I hadn't been going through it right now, like as we speak, I wouldn't know that it was bullshit. I wouldn't understand the complexity of its bullshit. But I'm letting everyone know it's total bullshit. And the fact that she had to lie on me today because of it, and I'm sorry, you're lying to everybody. That's not my fault. It's not my problem that you're choosing to lie to an entire community to get attention. That's not my problem. But being that I am going through it, I'm not gonna have people like Wispy run around saying, "Oh, well, everything we go through with Alicia compared to Laura, who's just so strong." That's because 'cause you're being lied to, Wispy. You're an idiot if you can't see it. But I can't be mad at people for not knowing, so that's why I'm educating. And yeah, someone like Jonice that, or anyone, women with breast cancer that can't get rid of it. Even with a double mastectomy, they find out it comes back in a different spot. Or it's metastasized by the time their mastectomy happens, or it's so aggressive. And it's sad. Those are people that can't get rid of it. Those are people that are fighting a fight. And when you can be strong, then be strong. When you can give someone else strength, do that. If you're going to fake symptoms or act like you're dying because of the cancer, you know what? You're going against everything that someone with breast cancer is standing for. It's what we're all fighting for. And it's just absolutely disgusting what I'm seeing. Because it really is a fucking insult. It's not just karma, it's just an insult. And it's a shame for everybody that's fighting a fight that they can't get a lumpectomy. Hey, Tony, they can't remove it. A lot of breast cancer goes metastasized and they end up in the hospital and they end up not knowing what the hell is wrong with them. And they find out they had breast cancer that's now gone everywhere. It happened to my grandmother. My grandma waited too long to make a decision. And then she finally decided that she was going to get chemo. And my mom said it was so huge by then that there was nothing they could do. And it just went everywhere. And then she died of, technically died of stomach cancer because of the breast cancer. And that's say no to bullying. She's one of the biggest. But I'm sorry if I'm calling out a liar, but I know I speak for a lot of people because I spoke to a lot of people today. So when someone like Desperate over there wants to call me a liar because she's an idiot, do some research. Like literally do some research. And to be honest with you, if it wasn't for Wispy's comment, I may not have even gotten mad or called it out. But when you can't see someone is blatantly lying right to your face, I got nothing for you. I'm sorry. But do a little research. You'll find out. Yeah, Southern Gal, you both go get a mammogram. But this was my first. I never had a mammogram before. This was like my very first mammogram. They asked me today, when was your last pap smear? I said, can we get through one thing at a time? I said, I have had a pap smear though. I said, but can we go through one thing at a time? She said, yes. When people have that type of opinion, I am just like, why? I agree, Southern Gal. I just like what makes you think I'm lying? Well, I know why, because someone else is lying to them, so they think that I'm too easy. I'm too this. I'm not. I am how most people are. See, everyone says that. I don't know why people think they're painful. I had zero pain. I mean, like she squished that thing on your boob for a minute, but I wouldn't call it painful. But I'm really big, so you just kind of like flap them on there. Maybe if you're small, they hurt because like you got to stretch. But when you're big, you just put them on the machine and done. But that might be the difference. Are you small? Do you have small boobies? Because like if you have small boobs, do they have to like stretch them? I don't know, Cecil. Why don't you go ask her? I don't know. Don't care. She's a fraud. Yeah, Sage actually has started 32. Yeah, 32. But is she doing okay? Yeah, she's fine. I just turned 40 in September. I need to get one. I haven't, Pap smear, I haven't gotten in 2 years. But that's why I said one thing at a time here, Skippy. Um, and Gary, you know what I learned today since you're a guy? The nurse told me this, that prostate cancer is a death sentence. Why? Because by the time anyone finds out they have it, it's usually too late. She yells her head off like a healthy lady, that's for sure. Amen to that, Crystal. She said it didn't hurt because she's got big ones. Oh, okay. Because that's what I've heard other people say that it hurt. I'm like, I don't get how it hurts. I just slap them on there. They put this thing on it. It was like 2 seconds. But I guess if you're small, they have to squeeze them. I'm thinking. That's the only thing I can think of. But yeah, she said prostate cancer is a death sentence and brain cancer is a death sentence. Those are 2 cancers you do not want. There's another option now to the duct. There's a god? Huh? Did schedule a mammogram. When I got it done, I've been slacking and listening to you, and I'm making an appointment ASAP. It's all good. Good. Having a 3D mammogram with implants is horrible. In my opinion, hurts so bad. It took 3 weeks for the payment. No shit. Why though? Pancreatic is a death sentence. She said that to me today. I have a lot of fibro things, so it hurts. So do I, but all they do is just pop them on there. Oh, duck for a pap smear. I don't know. Mine didn't hurt. I mean, it was like annoying for a minute. I just made a joke out of it. I said to the girl, your boyfriend or husband, I think I said boyfriend, said your boyfriend must want your job. Thank you, baby blue. That's what I'm saying. I'd like to know her to know that hair loss from chemo is every hair on your body, including eyebrows and eyelashes. Don't say that. I don't want to hear that. But I'm thinking positive. Hopefully, I won't need chemo. Hubby had prostate cancer. They caught it in time. Doc took out his prostate and lymph nodes. He didn't have to have chemo. It had. That's good. That's how it usually is. My sister lives about. That's what they say. It's usually 4 to 6 months by the time they catch it. And I asked the nurse why. She said there's no symptoms. It's not like you have a symptom. There's no symptoms. I was like, ouch. Fluid filled. Maybe that's why mine hurt because of my because of the cancer. What is a cold cap? I don't know what a cold cap is. What's a cold cap? Is that like for radiation so my head doesn't fry? Well, Monica, now you know too, though. Someone just said their husband. I have to scroll up. Yeah, Joy said her husband had prostate cancer. They caught it in time. Is it like stop the cap? Somehow I probably don't think I want it, but let me look. All right. Before you even look it up, let me tell you what I think it is. All right. When I think of a cold cap, I think it's some kind of wet cap to put on my head so I don't get electrocuted from radiation. That's what I think it is. cold cap and scalp cooling. A chemo. I don't need it yet. I don't want it yet. I don't know if I need chemo yet. I know I have to take the pill. But I don't know if I actually need chemo yet. Save your hair during chemo. Ah. I hope I don't need it either. That's attractive. Better than going bald. It allows you to make a choice whether you choose to save your hair to preserve your privacy, maintain normalcy, protect your children and loved one, and continue working. Keeping your own hair will provide you a sense of control. Yeah. Yeah. If I need chemo, I want 2 of these. Not just one, I want 2 of them. So that's what people were talking about, that you don't have to wear it 24/7. But that's why people in my chat was saying that you can keep your hair. Probably never heard of cold cap therapy until now. I don't know. Katie said she lost her hair from the chemo pill, but I don't know if this would work. I don't know if this works on that. Because that pill, I have to take. I have 5 years on that stupid pill. Cold cap therapy is a non-invasive treatment that helps cancer patients retain their hair during chemo. Metabolic rate of hair capillary. Katie, are you still in here? You do smoke? Because I wonder if this would work on the pill. I was on one of the strongest chemo regimens, still kept 95% of my hair. Damn. That's another thing. I heard chemo makes your hair turn gray. I was like, well, no more trips to the salon. Showers, that's true. No, I don't want to go bald. There are 3 key reasons why manual cold cap therapy works better. Caps are calm. Many patients tell us they expected them to feel far worse. So what does it do? Like basically freezes your head? I do sometimes. Oh, that's right. He had cancer. But Sam got cancer and Colby learned the cold capping to help him. It's on YouTube. I never heard of people losing their hair from the pill before Katie K. Katie K said she lost all her hair. I'm like, no. Uh, Penguin cold caps are available on a rental basis and are charged per month rather than treatment. Can also pay for on-site video training. Also need to pay for shipping, dry ice sourced locally. And if you choose cold cap training or the services of a professional capper to assist you. Oh, damn. They're all sorts of expensive. Yes, Katie. Did cold capping, you said you lost your hair. Would cold capping work for the pill? Why can't you just put your head in like a bucket of ice? Bucket of ice and some saran wrap, or put like dry ice on your head and wrap it in a bandage. Yeah, I don't wanna go back to wigs. I really don't. So excellent, I lost some hair, not all, just some. But do you think the cold capping would work? Or do you don't think it would have made a difference? Because 'Cause you're going into shock? I'm gonna go live with my head like that. That's gonna be my new look right there. I'm like, "What's up, peeps?" I've grown to see, squirrel, I did too with the alopecia, but I think cancer is a different mindset. Oh, they have migraine ones too? Damn, the therapy ones are expensive. 400, 236. I don't know. I say freeze a cap. FDA clears wider use of cooling cap. Hopefully, I won't need it. But thank you, Southern Gal. Hopefully, I won't. I mean, I can't imagine why how a $20 one would be as good as like a $420 one. You know what I mean? Scalp cool unless some chemotherapy induced hair. Interesting. A majority of study patients, all women with stage 1 and or 2 breast cancer who underwent scalp cooling, retain more than half of their hair after completing chemotherapy. The investigation learned. That's pretty cool though. Stop the cap and freeze it. Yeah, I think insurance would help too. That's pretty cool though. Oh, speaking of insurance, did you guys see that show on Netflix? Anyone that's in their 40s and 50s, do you remember stem cell research? I had no idea it was a scam. I never did it. But Netflix has I think it was Netflix has this special on right now. I watched the first episode last night about this super, super rich doctor who, out of like 8 patients, 7 of them died. And then I started doing some research on stem cell research because I remember like my cousin did it and I was like, oh my God, that's so stupid. And they were asking me when the kids were born, which was 2005. And I was like, I remember this. I remember stem cell research being this whole big thing. And sure enough, it turns out it's a big scam. It's not even like allowed in the US. The girl that did the blood work thing. What blood work thing? No, it's about the doctor. I only watched first episode. It was about the doctor and like this super, super rich guy that just turned out to be a scammer. Thinking of the one blood touch. No, but this guy turned out to be a huge scammer. I couldn't believe it. And he was loaded. And then they saying that he's a fraud, and he used to like, if you've seen it, don't tell me if I'm right or wrong, but he started dating this girl, and then, like, he said that he had to work on the Clintons, and he had to work, like the leader of Ishkabal or whatever. I think the guy's married and he was playing all these different women, but that's just my guess. See, Katie, that's what I said too. My oncologist said that it could come back if I decide not to take the pill. I'm like, that kind of sounds like you're warning me that I may not want to take the pill. And she said, well, just a lot of people, there are side effects, and a lot of people, can't handle it. I think it was 25%. 25% it'll come back if you don't take it, or 25% if you do take it, and like 75 if you don't take it, something like that. Or no, 50% as to 25. I think that's what it was. Because I said, what are the odds of coming back? She said, as good as anyone else. I said, oh, okay. Well, there's a good one called Wild Crime, and it's about people missing in the natural forest. All right, I'll check it out. But I asked somebody, it was either my oncologist or my surgeon. I think it was the oncologist. Like, what are my odds if I just do nothing, take it out and do nothing? She said, the same odds as anywhere else. It might come back or might not. Okay. She's like, it doesn't put you at a higher risk if you, do the lumpectomy. I said, okay. She woke me up. Katie, 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 Katie. Just stumbled upon the perfect Christmas gift idea. Imagine gifting someone a sleigh load of holiday joy. Ah. So I would give you guys a sneak peek at the website, but I know someone will tear it apart before it's even done. So thank you, MM, for ruining my subs. But first special is going up Friday. It's going to be I'm either going to do 20% off or buy one, get one. And then Sunday, we're going to do another I'm doing specials all month. I'm just running behind. And then tomorrow, I got to spend the day doing candles. I got to get some orders out. But I've been so wrapped up in this damn website. And that's what I do. I get caught up. But I will say this, it's really kept me busy and not thinking about cancer or surgery or anything. I highly recommend building websites when you want to take your mind off stuff. Sometimes take your mind off too much. So I have no complaints though. It's kept me busy from morning to night. I am working really hard. I want to wear myself down. I do. I got to stay busy or I'll lose my mind. Thinking my mom's on a cruise. I can't even call her. What was your percent? Mine was like 5 to 10%. Oh, if mine's only 5-10%, I wouldn't take it either. I believe it was higher. But they don't know anymore. They won't know until after my lumpectomy is done. If I take it and my percentage is only 5 to 10, yeah, I'm not taking it. The 11th, she comes back the 11th, and she asked me, she's like, I will cancel it. Tell me, do you want me to cancel the cruise and be there? I said, no, mom, a lumpectomy is easy breezy. I say Sage has to get you boba tea every day. She does. I tell her that all the time, but I can't even use that excuse anymore. Because I'm like, you have to be nice to me. I have cancer. But after the 12th, I can't use it anymore because I won't have cancer anymore. Chris said she tried the lipstick today. It's funny. Huh? Who tried a lipstick? What lipstick? Who? Who got lipstick? I didn't get lipstick. Uh, uh, I have a zip up sweatshirt. I have a lot of zip up sweatshirts. As a Jewish mother, let me tell you, you can still use it. Sage, I'm recovering from cancer surgery. Sage, I'm a cancer. That's true. That is true. I will, Katie. And my cousin was on tamoxifen. She had no weight gain, no issues, no hair loss. So hopefully I won't have, any problems. Hopefully. Hopefully. We'll see. But like I told the nurse today, everything is going smooth. Everything is going as best as it can go so far. Ostrucom has been opening presents for Christmas. She has adorable Oh, it's a Christmas countdown. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I'll have to go check it out. Yeah, she said there's a lot of things I won't know till after surgery. But like I said, hopefully everything will go according to plan and it'll be easy breezy. And then I'm done. Done. But I hope I don't have any symptoms. It's hot. So, all right, I'm going to get off because it's 12:39. And I have to get back to the site and I got to eat something. All positivity up in here. That's right. I can't believe it's almost 2024. That's fucking crazy. I'm going to be 53 in like 3 weeks. Dang, I'm old. 53. And that's why I said to the nurse when she said I need an EKG. She's like, well, you're over 50, so you hit that benchmark. I'm like, oh my God. I remember being 30, thinking I'm never making it to 50. And now I'm going to be 53. Oh, I want to watch I'm glad I remembered it was on. I'm going to watch that, whatchamacallit, the rest of that Netflix show while I work on the website. 53 is not that old. It is. I don't know. I'm just living the life. Whatever I got left, I got left. Plain and simple. 53 sounds like a party. I gotta meet someone to party. I mean, I have girlfriends, but I need guy friends, like a boyfriend. But I realize I need to get through this before I start dating. Hi, my name is Laura and I have breast cancer. How are you? Yeah, it's not gonna work. I have radiation and I may go through chemo and I might lose all my hair. Don't you want to date me? Yeah, that'll work. See, Monica, I wouldn't mind being married for 30 years. All right. I'm out. I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. I'm going to start going back to a normal hour, I promise. Tomorrow I'm taking the day off from web design to do candles and stuff. So I will be live at 8:30. Laura wants a boyfriend to kiss. Exactly. I do want a boyfriend to kiss. Dane's becoming his own person. He's going to the gym. I'm home a lot alone. I don't want to be alone. I want to be with someone and cuddling. and watching movies. I'm spending too much time alone. 8:30 Central Time, yeah. But all right, I'm out before I get too tired. Yes, I do always have Robbie to make out with. Good point. Good point. Sorry. Nice positive live. I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. Thank you, Coffee, for the heads up on that case. And we will get back to true crime, guys. Bear with me. Once all this shit's over with and I can breathe again, we're going back to true crime. Fuck all this drama bullshit. Fluffer is always down for a cuddle, but he wakes me up and he's annoying. So, all right, bear with me another couple weeks. We'll get back to true crime. Maybe tomorrow I'll do a candle live. Maybe that's it. We'll do a candle live. All right. I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Sleep good. And that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.